Sofa King Drunk back again with yet another attempt at a beer review. The one I'm going to review just now is an American beer. American idea of a beer. It's Bud Light, 3.8 on the Richter scale. This one brewed under license in Dublin by Guinness, I think it is actually. The makers of Guinness. Nice can, I quite like the Bud Light can. Picked this up when I was in Ireland recently, visiting my mother. Bud Light, I know there'll be a lot of people out there going, oh, Bud Light, shit. Well, okay, got to review it. Can't get it anywhere where I live in Glasgow. So I decided to take a can of this back with me. It was, I think it was €2 for the can, so quite dear for a can of beer. So here's a pour of the Bud Light. There we go. Pour's quite nice actually, really nice. Silky head on it. Sorry about that. A lot of happenings in the glass. A lot of life in that beer there. Effervescence. Nice big fluffy head on it. That to me sells me the beer right away, but Bud Light, it's all these kind of beers have got their market, and there's no point in sitting here slagging them. I am an alternative beer channel. I'd like to call myself that anyway. I'll pick up a beer, and beer is for occasions. Now, this is my first beer of the night. I just want something nice and wet just to get the taste buds going. I've picked up a Bud Light out of my husky fridge. So anyway, look at that. That looks quite nice, that. It does, it really does look nice. Nice big fluffy head. So anyway, come here for the aroma. See what it's got. I'll be honest with you, you're not really picking much up on the nose. A little bit of, like kind of faint corn type smell. Now if there was anybody here, if you were a bit of a beer snob, you would start going wet cardboard and all this kind of stuff, but it's a beer for, every beer's got its place, and this one is going to have its place. Sofa King Drunk style. So it's nothing special, it's Bud Light, but here we go, Slanjiva, we'll go in here and see what it's all about. Well, it is very nothing like the original Budweiser. It's more of a damper sort of taste. Damper, maybe that's the wrong word I'm using for. Everything seems to be toned down a little bit, hence it being a light beer. 3.8 in the Richter scale, it does actually taste like a 3.8 in the Richter scale beer. It's nothing special. But then again, it's one of those ones that if you were on holiday, which I have been in the United States, fantastic country it is too, been there a few times, and when you're on holiday, of course you're out there and you're doing a bit of sightseeing, and then you have a little pit stop here and there and you have something to eat, you have a few beers. Light beers are good, catch the thirst, and then obviously you can drink something a little bit better and a little bit stronger at night. It is what it is. It is a light beer. Last time I drank this actually was last year when I was in New York. I was in Jack Dempsey's bar for a couple of hours. My wife was away up, I think it was 5th Avenue or somewhere like that, shopping. You know what women are like when they go to New York. And I sat and I drank about 5 or 6 of them and had a little bit of banter with some of the bar people, Jack Dempsey's, New York City. Shout out to anybody who, and it is a big chance that anyone that's ever drank Jack Dempsey's or is a local in Jack Dempsey's. You've got a great bar. I really enjoyed my afternoon there. As I said, this one brewed under license in Dublin. I think it's by Guinness. St James's Gate. We'll get the high furniture on, we'll have a little look. Smooth, refreshing taste. Bud Light, I quite like the can actually. There we go. The light in here is actually shocking. Let's see. It's only 124 calories per 500ml can, so there, anybody watching their waistline. Let me see, brewed and distributed by Guinness Company, St James's Gate, Dublin, under licence. So there you go. 3.8 on the Richter scale. It's nothing special, but it's one of those ones. If you were away somewhere hot in the afternoon, you wanted a couple of beers, and you were going out later on that night, which you do when you're on holiday, pick up a couple of them, drink them, couple of pints of that. You're not going to be in your bed at 7 o'clock at night. It's nice, it's light, it's a little bit duller than normal Budweiser, but it does what it says in the tin. It's nice and light. So would I drink it again? Probably. I would drink it again. As I said, I'm not a beer snob. I do like good beers, but also I like to dabble back and forth in things that I've drank before that I've quite liked. I'm not saying it's the best beer in the world, but it does the job at the time. When I drink it, it was like 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, New York City. You don't want to be in your bed at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Miss New York City. So anyway, you catch my drift. So anyway, I'm going to give the Bud Light, this one brewed under licence in Dublin, Southern Ireland, by Guinness at St James's Gate, 3.8 at the Richter scale. I'm going to give that a so fucking drunk rating of, it gets just past pass marks for me. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Anything 6 and upwards, I'll revisit. Anything below 6, forget it. So anyway, so fucking drunk, reviewing the Bud Light. So if you've had the Bud Light before, give us a shout. If you stuck along to the end of the video, Slanjiva. I'll hopefully catch you in another video review. So anyway, before I go, actually, here's a shout out to someone out there, Miss Yankee Doodle Dandy. Cheers to you. Slanjiva.